At another grace in the middle of the night, you meet a strange puppet with 4 hands dressed as a witch. This talking and life-sized puppet introduces itself as Ranni. She recognizes the torrent you ride and says she knows its former owner. She also gives you another gift from Torrent's former owner. It's a calling bell. This bell can summon the soul of a monster from its ashes left after being destroyed. Leaving the old cathedral, you continue to find a fairly intact tower. When we climbed to the top, we was surprised to find Ranni already sitting there. She thought it was a fate to meet unexpectedly like this, so she didn't hesitate to say she was the one who stole the rune of death and wants to change this world in the direction of darkness. Ranni also offers to help with some important work. But first you must join her faction and become a member of the action team. After you approve, Ranni introduces you to her 3 assistants downstairs: the werewolf Blade, the blacksmith and advisor E.G., and the sorcerer Siluvus. You and Blade begin work to find the ancient city of Nokron, but when they find it, both can't find any way to get inside. When returned to ask Siluvus, he scolded them both as useless, then wrote a letter for you brought to Selen. She was originally a sorceress who was expelled from Raya Lucaria Academy. ANS had a rather mysterious. When they met, Selen said that Siluvus was the name she didn't want to hear mostly, but was inherently indebted to him a little kindness, so she will help. Selen said the way to enter Nokron is for a star to fall. But General Radon had taken control of this, so to pave the way, we had to defeat him first. After reporting the information to Blade, he quickly see you at the Red Mane Castle in the Kaled region because at the right time there is a great festival with the main content of fighting the General Radon. It is known that Radon is the most powerful general in the lands between. However, in the battle against the equally powerful demigod, Malnia, he was hit by the Scarlet Rot curse, cause himself to lose his mind and become a monster that wanders on the battlefield. Perhaps this festival is also a way for people to pay tribute to General Radon, because a god of war like him should be freed under the weapon of a stronger opponent, not life and death as it is now. With that in mind, you join the festival and enter the ancient battlefield to challenge General Radon. After defeating Radon and taking his great rune, a meteorite fell from the sky in the Limgrave area, opening the entrance to Nokron City. You and Blade find the way in, and then split up to find the treasures hidden there. After some time scouring the vast city, you find the treasure Ranni requested. It's the Fingers Layer knife. Ranni is delighted to find the knife she has been looking for a long time. She says she has to take the next step of the plan, so she leaves. Before leaving, Ranni gives you an hourglass with the image of an upside-down statue. When you return to find Siluvus, you find him dead in his room, Blade also gone unknown, only E.G. still in the same place. Then you continue your journey to find Queen Rennala. You go to the Magic Academy Raya Lucaria and find that the Queen is imprisoned in library. Entering the library, the main character finds Queen Rennala floating in the air, still holding the baby cradle in her hand. Below are boys with identical faces, but all have no legs, so they can only crawl with innocent smiles. Although it look harmless, these clones still know how to attack, so you have no choice but to defeat them to break the barrier surrounding Rennala. After defeating the clones, breaking through the protection, and dropping the Queen's cradle, a fetal amber is revealed. This is great rune that Radagon left to the Queen, and she seems to have tried to use it to conceive another demigod. The Queen, who was broken in the middle, was very well nut. Suddenly Ranni's voice rang out. It seemed that she wanted to protect her mother, so she intervened and awakened Rennala's power. Queen Rennala then awakened and fought as a mage with her supreme power. After struggling against a series of extremely powerful spells, you have defeated Queen Rennala and obtained the third great rune fragment. Returning to the main hall of the academy, you use the hourglass, and the building's architecture instantly transforms into a tower. At the top of the tower is a body of a person bearing the curse mark of death. This is the remains of Ranni's body. At the same time, the Tower of Renna's Rise also opened, and at the top of the tower was a secret passage leading to another area. Here, you pick up a puppet that is a miniature version of the puppet. Ranni chat with it. You will be explained by Ranni more important content about her plans. Accordingly, there are 3 demigods chosen to become the Empyrean, or the successor to Queen Marika. It was Ranni and the twins Miquella, Maelnia. Basically, the successor will become the corpse used to store Elden Ring, and is given a personal bodyguard under safety protection. All of this was within the will of the divine entity Two Fingers, but it was clear that Ranni didn't like being imprisoned and manipulated in that way, so she chose rebellious way. She first stole the rune of death, and then gave up her body to escape the control of Two Fingers and bodyguard Blade. After saying that, Ranni also asked you to defeat Baleful Shadow, who was sent by Two Finger to kill her. The reward for this help is the key to open Queen Rennala's chest. Once that's done, you go back to Rennala's room, and use the key to open the chest, and get a strange moon ring. Continuing to track down Ranni, you meet Blade in a state of madness. Blade is on offensive, and in defense you have to kill him. You continue to follow the trail of Ranni deep into the Ainsel River, and then enter the secret cathedral of Manus Seals. Inside is a scene where Two Fingers was killed by her with a finger slayer knife, but it is not clear if it is the real one. Beneath the corpse was Ranni's motionless doll body. You take out the moon ring and put it on Ranni's finger. She wakes up in full form, and says she is completely free. With this great favor, Ranni the witch decides to adopt you as her husband, but only if you play male character. Then she send a message when the fight is over, send a signal for her to return to handle the ending with the Elden Ring.
The battle is over, I see. I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars, 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness. Well then, shall we? fair consort eternal.